Here we're given this table and we're told that a sociologist chose 300 students at random, so that's from two schools, so that's 300 here and 300 here, and asked each student how many siblings he or she has, and here are the results. Okay, so for example, 80 students at Lincoln School have one sibling, and like 30 students at Washington School have two siblings, and so on. So that's how this information is organized. And we're told that there are a total of, okay, so that's not really important for this question. So basically the important thing is that 300 students were asked from each school, and we want to know what is the median number of siblings for all the students surveyed. Okay, so how can we figure that out? This is a kind of a common type of question on the SAT where basically you're given a table, and from that you have to figure out the median. So let's get comfortable with doing this. We're told that, so what is the median number of siblings for all the students surveyed, not just from any school? So how I'd suggest starting out with this is going ahead and sort of adding up the total number of students in each sibling, I guess, category. So for example, for number of siblings, for students who have no siblings, we have 120 plus 140, so 260 total students at both schools. Here for numbers of siblings 1, we have 80 plus 110, so that's 190, and so on. So you want to sort of get these totals since we're looking at for the median of all the students. So next we have 60 plus 30, so that's 90, 30 plus 10, 40, and 10 plus 10, 20. All right, and what do we do with this? Well, again, what are we looking for? We're looking for the median. And the critical thing here is that we're actually given the total number of students, or if we weren't, you could have figured it out just by adding these together. This is 600 total students. So we know that when we're looking for the median, we usually organize all the values, numerically. So like one, the lowest one, then all the way to the highest one. And then from there, we sort of try to figure out what the middle number is. But in this case, since you have the total number of students given to you, you don't actually need to order it out, because you know that if there are 600 total students, then the median is going to be like the middle number, right? It's going to be the 300th student. So all we have to figure out is where in here the 300th student is going to be. Well, we see here that, if we're starting, this is going to be our lowest value, right? So basically it's like if we made a list, it'd be 260 zeros. So 260 doesn't reach 300, so it's not going to be here. So we're already like 260, values in, but we want to get to the 300th one. And since 260 plus 190 is way over 300, we know that the 300th value is going to be somewhere in this range. So basically, again, if you imagine it as a list, how we normally, calculate median, it would be 260 zeros followed by 190 ones. And since 260 doesn't reach 300, it'd be like 260 zeros, and then 40 ones later, you'd get to the 300th value, which is the very middle of your list, and that would be a 1 because you have this many ones, which means that the median number of siblings for all the students surveyed is 1, which is B.